Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Movie of the World YouTube channel. So, friends, today I'm going to narrate Iranian movie which is Law of Tehran. It was released in the year of 2019 and directed by Said Rustai and starring by Peyman Ahmadi, Naveed Mohammed, Parinas Izadier, Farhan Aslani, and many more. So, friends, I'm just going to narrate a brief story in front of you. So, let's start. Law of Tehran is a gripping Iranian crime thriller that explores the devastating impact of drug trafficking on society. The story follows the conflict between the determined police officer and one of the country's most powerful drug dealers, while also showing the human cost of crime and addiction. The film begins in Tehran, where the city is struggling with a massive drug problem. Thousands of addicts live in terrible conditions, and the police are under constant pressure to stop the growing trade. Leading this fight is Samad, a dedicated anti-narcotics detective who has spent years hunting dangerous criminals. During a large police operation, Samad and his team arrest several low-level dealers. From the information they gather, they discover that a notorious drug kingpin named Nasir controls a drug network responsible for distributing illegal drugs across the city. Although many people know his name, very few have actually seen him because he carefully hides his identity and moves from place to place. Samad becomes obsessed with capturing Nasir. He believes that arresting him will strike a major blow against the drug trade. The investigation takes the police through crowded neighborhoods, secret hideouts, and abandoned buildings where addicts and traffickers live. The film presents the location in a realistic way, showing how deeply drugs have affected society. As the search continues, the police close in on Nasir's organization. Several of his associates are arrested, forcing him to constantly change his plans. Eventually, Samad receives a crucial tip about Nasir's location. A tense operation follows, and after a dramatic chase, the police finally manage to capture him. Nasir's arrest is celebrated as a major success. However, Samad soon realizes that catching the criminal is only the beginning. During interrogation, Nasir proves to be intelligent, calm, and manipulative. Instead of acting like a ruthless gangster, he often speaks like an ordinary man who simply wanted a better life. The story gradually reveals that Nasir came from a poor background. He grew up with very few opportunities and entered the world of crime because he believed it was the fastest way to escape poverty. Over time, his business expanded, making him extremely wealthy and powerful. Yet his success came at a terrible cost, as his drugs destroyed countless lives. While the legal process moves forward, the audience sees another side of Nasir. He worries about his family and the future of his children. This moment do not excuse his crime, but they show that even a feared criminal can have personal fears and emotions. At the same time, Samad begins to question the effectiveness of the system. He has arrested many criminals throughout his career, but new dealers always appears to replace the old ones. He understands that the problem is much larger than a single man. Poverty, addiction, and the demand for drugs continue to fuel the cycle of crime. The court proceedings becomes a major part of the story. Lawyers, judges, and investigators work through the evidence against Nasir. He tries to defend himself and avoid the harshest punishment, but the authorities have collected strong proof of his activities. As the trial unfolds, the film highlights the emotional and moral struggles faced by everyone involved. The police officers are exhausted by their endless battle against crime. The addicts are trapped in lives of desperation. Families are broken apart by the consequences of drugs. E- Even the criminals are shown as products of our hearts and unequal society. The climax of the film is powerful because it doesn't present a simple victory. The law may punish one criminal, but the larger society problem remains. Samath realizes that defeating the drug trait requires more than arrest and prison sentences. Without addressing the deeper causes of addiction and poverty, the cycle is likely to continue. In the end or climax of the movie, Law of Tehran is more than a police thriller. It is a realistic and thought provoking story about justice, crime, and the human consequences of social inequality. Rather than focusing only on action, the film asks difficult questions about whether society can truly solve problems that are rooted in poverty and desperation. The movie leaves the audience with a lasting impression that the fight against crime is not just a battle between police and criminals, it is also a struggle to protect ordinary people from the condition that allows such crimes to exist.